Ladies and gentlemen, gather around. Let's talk about a car that looks like it came straight out of a 1940s sci-fi movie, the Tasco Prototype. Now, before you start thinking, oh, another vintage car, let me assure you, this one is as far from ordinary as a flying toaster. This thing is a prototype, an experimental oddity, and it was designed by Gordon Buehrig, the genius behind some of the most iconic cars like the Duesenberg J and the Cord 810. But what makes this car special? Oh, it's not just the futuristic design. It's the fact that this car was meant to be the sports car of the skies. It's like they mixed a fighter jet with a Cadillac and sprinkled a little bit of what were they thinking on top. But before we dive into the technical wizardry and how this car would make you look cooler than a polar bear in sunglasses, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insane car stories. And trust me, we've got a ton of them. Now, let's talk about this beast. The Tasco Prototype, built in 1948, was a product of the American sports car company, and its design was absolutely out of this world. Literally. It was a combination of sleek aerodynamic features and some pretty old-school body structures that made it look like something out of an aviation museum. Picture this: a body with a glass cockpit like a plane? Wheels covered in aluminium fairings, because why not make a car look like a jet? And even a vertical nose instead of a grille. I mean, come on. Who thought a car should have a nose like that? Underneath the Sci-Fi exterior, it had a V8 engine with a displacement of 3,923 cubic centimeters, or about 239.6 cubic inches, pumping out a solid 150 horsepower. It's not going to win any drag races, but let's be real, it wasn't built to be the fastest car. It was built to be the coolest. And when you're rolling up in a car with a T-top roof, that's right, this was the first car to have it, you don't need to go fast to turn heads. The T-top design, made of plexiglass panels, was so innovative that Gordon Buehrig later patented it in 1951 and made a nice little profit suing General Motors for using the idea in the Corvette C3. Take that, General Motors! Now let's talk price, because we all love a good deal, right? This car was a prototype, and even back in 1948, it wasn't exactly cheap. The development costs alone came out to 57,000 United States dollars, about 650,000 United States dollars today, adjusting for inflation. When it was originally pitched to buyers, the estimated price was 7,500 United States dollars, which, considering the design, was pretty ambitious. You can imagine the sticker shock when people realized they'd be paying through the nose for something that looked more like a plane than a car. The Tasco Prototype was built on a 1947 Mercury chassis by Derham, and only one was ever made. Today, you can find it on display at the Auburn-Cord-Duesenberg Museum, where it continues to be a testament to the creativity and boldness of an era where car designers weren't afraid to take risks. I believe that sometimes the coolest ideas never see the light of day. Tasco's Prototype was just too far ahead of its time. But hey, at least it made a lasting impact on the world of car design and led to one of the most iconic roof designs in automotive history. And hey, if you want to really support the channel, you can become a sponsor for just $1 United States dollar. The link is in the description below. I promise your dollar will go far in helping us bring even crazier content.